It was getting dark. Franklin turned one way and then another. Every tree looked the same. Every rock looked the same. He couldn't find the path. "I'm lost," said Franklin, in a tiny little voice. He couldn't remember which way he had come. He didn't know which way to go. He was tired and frightened and all alone. Franklin curled up in his small dark shell and waited. Somebody would come sometime, wouldn't they? Dark shadows flitted across the rocks. "Who's there?" whispered Franklin, but no one answered because it was the clouds blowing across the face of the moon. "Who? Who's there?" whispered Franklin, but no one answered because it was an owl far, far away. "Whew! Whew! Who's there?" whispered Franklin, but no one answered because it was the wind whistling through the trees. Franklin tried to sleep, but every sound made him jump. He was humming himself a little tune when he heard crick, crack, crick, crack, crick, crack, squish. "Who's there?" whispered Franklin, but no one answered. Then Franklin heard a new sound. It sounded like someone calling his name. He heard it again. "Here I am! Here I am!" Franklin shouted over and over. Crick, crack, crick, crack, crick, crack, squish. Franklin's parents came over the knoll. "There you are!" They hugged him and kissed him and held him tight. "We were so worried," said Franklin's father. "You were told not to go into the woods alone," scolded his mother. "It wasn't on purpose," sniffled Franklin. "I was looking for Fox, and I forgot." "Well, thank goodness you're safe," said Franklin's parents. They found the path and walked all the way home. Their supper was still warm in the oven. After 2 helpings of everything, Franklin had something important to say. "I'm sorry. I promise I'll never go into the woods alone again." "Even if Fox hides there?" asked his mother. "Even if Bear hides there?" asked his father. "Even if everybody hides there," said Franklin. It was 1/2 past bedtime. Franklin crawled into his warm, safe shell. "Good night, dear," said his parents, but no one answered because Franklin had fallen fast asleep.